but it's a pretty darn good looking truck. A 4-year-old would have done a better job than this. $47,000 for a truck like this. No silver paint for Nissan Frontier trucks. Turbo is not your cup of tea. $8,800 TID off-road premium package. Shame on you, Nissan. Good morning, everyone. So we're looking at more Tacomas arriving, looks like at the local Toyota dealership, and you have the Solar Octane TRD Sport, you have the white Chill Pearl Sport, TRD Sport, and also the SR5. And I wanted to show you something really interesting. So all of these trucks are priced at $46,000, right? So let's look at the Solar Octane one. And what I want to show you is, right, so this is the TRD Sport, base price $42,600. Really minimum options here. Premium paint, the Solar Octane is $425. I could probably go without that. And tube step black for $600. So we could technically save $1,000 off of this price, but anyway, it is listed at $46,300. So if you, like me, you don't like those extra options, especially like the spray-on bed liner. Okay, why do you need a spray-on bed liner on a composite bed? To add durability, but I don't know if it's worth $500. So anyway, you could be technically saving about $1,500 off of this. So this truck could be had for about $44,500. And if you like Solar Octane, that's up to you. Might be a little bit too bright for my tasting, but it is a pretty cool looking truck. No rear window back here, which actually is a really nice option to have, whether you're not sure if you're hauling lumber. I don't think you can haul lumber through that. That will crack it, but a nice one for your dogs to breathe out of, right? Okay, so now we're gonna take a look at similarly optioned. You have the running boards, which are, you know, that's the $600 option. So this one's got the same thing going on. Gorgeous pearl paint. I still got the cloth interior with this one, and an optional water bottle to recycle, right? You cannot leave this truck, it has to stay in to save the sea turtles. You've got the, some of you may say, hideous hood scoop. That one has it too, so all the TRD Sports will have it, and I think some of the TRD off-road pros may have that also. So this one is got the same list of options and the same price here, $46,500, right? So here are the options. The heated front seats is $585. Mud guards is $60. Premium paint $425. Gosh, you almost have to pay $500 for premium paint here. You've got the black badge overlay. So $42,600 is a good price, and I probably would not add any of these options on my truck. Call me a cheapskate, I suppose, right? But $46,500, very similarly to that Solar Octane. I prefer this color. You've got the composite bed that again has a bed liner. You could see that spray-on bed liner on it. Again, no rear window here. And then we're moving on to this underground colored SR5. And surprise, surprise, it is an SR5. It doesn't have the hood scoop, which some of you might say, yep, that's what I want. No hood scoop. The wheels are a little bit low budget looking. And then you've got the wheels on the TRD Sport. Yeah, not quite. I would put really TRD wheels as an option on that. And no running boards. And you still have a price of $46,000 here. Okay, that truck was like $46,300 with a base price of $40,500. But here's the big kicker here. This one has the SR5 upgrade with cold weather package. You've got the heated front seats, leather trim steering, heated steering wheel. You've got JBL stereo, portable speaker here. I don't know if that's really a worthwhile option. Integrated trailer brake controller and power horizontal rear window. That's the one I want, but $3,700 for that. Wow. Okay, so you've got the composite bed. There is no spray-on bed liner, which again, you know, would you do a spray-on bed liner on the composite bed? Please let me know in the comments below if that is something you would consider for almost $600. And then that is a cool option to have, in my opinion. What do you guys think? And that is an electronically controlled one too. It's not a manual operated window. So, but this is a SR5 with the SR5 upgrade package. All right, so let me know if this is worth it to get a SR5 with a bunch of options for $46,000. This one is $46,000 as well, but you don't have to add anything onto it. It already has the things in there with heated seats and stuff like that. It just does not have the window in the back, and that might be a deal breaker for you. So the red one, the white one, or the gray one, which one would you take? Thanks for watching, guys. Let's take a look at some Tacomas and see how they compare if a 4-cylinder turbo is not your cup of tea. And as other trucks, mid-sized trucks such as Colorado, Canyon, Ford, Ranger are going with the 4-cylinder turbos, the only truck that remains with a V6 is a Frontier. So let's go take a look at that. And what do you guys think about this TRD off-road? This is gorgeous. It's got some BF Goodrich off-road tires on it. It's got Bilstein shocks. You can kind of see a little bit of blue peeking from the fender well here. So you've got the Bilstein shocks. The fender overlayers that are not painted body color, same thing with the door handles and this molding, so it gives it a nice aggressive look. So this one is listed for $54,000. Got front-facing camera, all the off-road goodies that you want. It's got a huge 14-inch infotainment screen, mud flaps, running boards. It's got a rear window, no spray-on bed liner, which you may not want it on this composite bed. And I believe this is a snowcap white color. There's no pearl in it. Ice cap. Here's the interior, pretty cool looking, durable leatherette. I believe Toyota calls it Softex. Here's your huge infotainment system with all the fingerprints on it. So now we could just take those prints to the police station and see who's been touching this screen. But mainly, here's your price, $54,769, so $55,000 basically. It has most expensive option on it is this $8,800 TID off-road premium package, and here's all the things that are included in it. Is it worth $8,000 off of the base $42,900 price of the TRD off-road? You let me know in the comments below, but it is a pretty darn good looking truck. Let's see what the Nissan trucks have to offer. Welcome everybody to a 2024 Nissan Frontier. I have 3 of these to look at this morning. You've got 2 SV models, one with a king cab and one with a crew cab. So the 4-door and a 2-door trucks here with the little suicide doors. So this one is listed for $41,000. It's got some options on it, including some wheels and the rear window that opens and a spray-on bed liner. This one is listed at $39,000, but it's a 4-door or crew cab, if you will. So that does not have the options that this one has, so that's why it's a little bit cheaper. But which one do you prefer? Do you prefer a king cab or the crew cab truck for around $40,000? Now, what I prefer is the 3.8 liter V6 that this truck offers, and that is probably one of the only, do you say that? And this is the only truck in this segment that offers a bulletproof V6 engine, because the rest of the trucks like the Tacoma and the Canyon / Colorado and the Ranger all went with a 4-cylinder turbocharged engines. So let's start with this pretty rare trim, right? You have a 6-foot bed and a king cab. It's got the sliding rear window. It has a spray-on bed liner. It has aluminum tailgate, very light. This is SV trim. And I'll show you the sticker here. So again, a 2024 SV king cab, $41,000, 41.8, so almost 42. with a base price of $36. So this one's got a ton of options on it. So about $2,200 SV convenience package with alloy wheels. You've got the rest of them listed here. I'm not going to read it to you. I would probably skip on the carpeted floor mats because you probably put nice WeatherTechs on it or some really nice all-weather rubber mats. Technology package is about $1,000 on this one. So, and it's got cloth interior, basic stuff. Now let's take a peek at the crew cab SV trim. This one is listed at $39,000, again with a base price of $36. It has minimal options on it, just floor mats, premium paint, so you pay about $400 for this blue paint, and then $245 for splash guards, where Toyota only charges you $60 for splash guards. So Nissan is trying to get some cash for this truck in options. That's what the interior of this SV looks like. So 39 grand for a crew cab SV with no rear window. It's got a 5-foot bed, no bed liner, and no spray-on stuff on here. So would you get this or the one with a king cab, a longer bed, and some additional options for relatively about the same price, maybe about $1,000, $2,000 difference? And then let's look at the Pro 4X here. So the Pro 4X is listed at $47,400. All right, this really gets closer to that Toyota Tacoma TRD Pro territory, right? Not quite, not as close, but 18 city, 22 highway, 19 miles per gallon mixed driving from this 310 horsepower, 3.8 liter V6. So you've got much nicer wheels, of course. You have a cloth interior with some Pro 4X embroidery, but you're looking at about $8,000 premium on top of the SV that we just looked at. Now this one does have a spray-on bed liner here. It has the sliding rear window. It has a cool suspension on it because of course it's TRD Pro 4X. And he's got these little step sides, which I'm not a big fan of, but the step rails, they cost about $800 as an option here. What do you guys think about this cement gray color? Do you like it? It's not silver. Oh, and the other thing, I was just talking to a good buddy of mine, and one thing that he noted, he's a big Nissan fan, and he's bought a 1998 Frontier back in the day, brand new in silver. Interestingly enough, Nissan does not paint its trucks silver any longer, so you cannot have a Frontier of this generation in silver. Unfortunately, you can have a gun metallic, which is dark gray metallic. You can have white, you can have black, you can have red, you can have this blue, there is a forest green, and also like a desert sand type of color, but no silver. Interesting. So let me know if you are missing silver. I do like silver cars and trucks too. They are super easy to maintain. They stay clean, or at least clean looking. But gosh darn, no silver paint for Nissan Frontier trucks. That's a big bummer. Well, thanks for coming on with me and watching this quick walk around the Nissan Frontier. Let me know if you prefer this, or do you go for the Tacoma or any of the domestic rivals. We'll see you on the next one. Thanks for watching. What I wanted to show you guys is this sticker price of $47,000, $47,400, and look at the trim around the window. This is keeping in tradition with Forensic series on the channel. I've owned a 2006 Nissan Xterra, and it had similar type of ill-fitting trim, and I thought maybe because the truck is 17, 18 years old, that's why the rubber looks so bad. This is a brand new truck, and look at the fit and finish of this and how this is molded. It looks like a 4-year-old would have done a better job than this. This will not age well. This will not look good in the next few years. Look at that. This looks really crappy for a $47,000 truck, and look how terribly this fits in here. Shame on you, Nissan. Shame on you. Look at the rear window. Same thing. This looks terrible. It looks like, ugh. $47,000 for a truck like this with lack of attention to detail. Now you're probably going to call me a crybaby for this, but really for that type of hard-earned money, you look at the trim and then you see the rubber kind of sticks out and flaps around. This is a brand new truck and you've got this inconsistency in the trim here, and then you've got this piece of rubber that sticks out a little bit more, so the seal, not sure if that'll actually hold real well with age. What do you guys think about Nissan fit and finish? Let me know in the comments below. Overall, a pretty good looking truck, but you gotta look at the fine details. You've gotta look at things that matter. And if you're not in a hurry of buying a Frontier this year, a brand new one, you may want to wait till 2025, because the rumors are it's going to have a new grille, it's going to have a new tailgate design, maybe a little bit of a light design, maybe some other color options including orange, and maybe some wheel options. The biggest thing is it's going to get infotainment center upgrades, so it's going to bring it to the modern standards. So if you're not in a hurry, you may want to wait till 2025. You're welcome.